We're back to action here in the third period. Canton-Akron was charged with a 2-minute minor at late scrum to end the second, and that will put Centerville on a 5-on-4, which so far Canton-Akron has done a splendid job on the PK. This is Lee W. Mound with you here, back on the YouTube home of Centerville Elks Hockey. We're your home of the 2019 MLK Showcase. Had the computer crash on us. We apologize for that, but we're back and we're ready to go. Here's Drew Schemmel. He'll go towards the right as the Elks back up the ice, and the Canton-Akron Jets back down. As the Jets have scored once in the first, twice in the second. The Elks get their lone goal thus far in the second by Dominic Del Gingaro, scoring his 11th on the year. That shot goes out of the reach of Roddy, who's done a nice job in net for Canton-Akron. His backup is Michael Hall. Both Hall and Roddy have about the same body frames for Canton-Akron. It's very rare you see for one team to have goalies with about the same frame. Now as Drew Schemmel picks it up behind the goal line, looking for Josh Seebacher. Seebacher rolls it towards the left with 1:12 to go in the power play. By the way, the goals, Jacob Miller with his first two for the Jets. Give the assist on both of them to Evan Mitchell. Shot goes wide of Brendan Roddy. And it is Spencer Hager with the third goal. Del Gingaro gets the assist by Josh Seebacher. That shot will bounce off of Roddy. Rebound just jammed away by Dominic Del Gingaro with 50 seconds to go on the power play. 13:48 to go in the third. Shot and score! Power play goal on the right side of Brendan Roddy. And the Elks trail by one. That's Drew Schemmel.
Yeah, you can kind of feel that one coming on that power play a little bit. Centerville was creating chaos, and when they did that, Canton-Akron kind of overcommitted defensively, and that left Schemmel wide open on the our left-hand side on Roddy's right. And when you've got Schemmel wide open with space, he's gonna make something happen.
That's a power play goal for Drew Schemmel and company. The Elks trail by one. Canton-Akron, some open ice. Drew Schemmel, great job covering Jacob Miller, who's still looking to finish off the hat trick. It's flipped in. Drew Schemmel just out of the reach of assistant coach in Tommy Seebacher. Out of the reach of his right hand. We'll keep it in the Elks defensive zone with 13:29 to go in regulation. The first 2 points belong to Canton-Akron after outscoring Centerville 1-0 in the first, 2-1 in the second. It's 3-2 now for Canton-Akron. The Elks are outscoring the Jets 1-0 in this frame, but still lots of hockey to play. Here's Jacob Miller. Nice handiwork on the puck, but too heavy on the last touch. And now it's Logan Amore trying to keep it away from an incoming John Chamberlain. Straight ahead, looking for Riley Horan and Noah Gurrell. As Schemmel back on the defensive cue, looking for Seebacher straight ahead for Chamberlain, intercepted by Jacob Miller. Cut away by Schemmel, and now picked up by Dagan Parker. Power play goal for Drew Schemmel, and we have an Elk down the ice after that hit. I believe that's Drew Schemmel on the ice, as the trainer will make their way over to check out the injured Elk.
Yeah, that one did not look too comfortable. He, not that there was anything, necessarily intended on the play. At least I didn't necessarily see anything that was, Schemmel just happened to, his body happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because as you can see, there's no penalty going up on the board. He gets up relatively quickly, so hopefully he's okay. But and is able to continue in this game. But it's a really, really strong start to this third period by Centerville. They're creating chaos. They came out quickly, which is exactly what we wanted to see, and they got a goal. And that's now they've got that. If it stays the way that stays this way the rest of the game, they've got that point heading into tonight. Which sets them up better than only having they hadn't had a point in this game so far, but that gives them 12 minutes and 50 seconds to try and find the tying goal.
It's 3-2 Jets with Drew Schemmel scoring the power play goal, and Schemmel skating under his own power. He's getting checked out right now. It's Roddy on top of an Elk. There was a collision down there. Looks like everyone's okay.
Yeah, it looks like when he was walking off that he was kind of rubbing his chin or something, but he's putting his helmet on, so I think he's okay. Which is good news for Centerville. He again obviously he is their kind of centerpiece, so they need him.
Del Gingaro and Schemmel have scored the last 2 goals of this contest, as the Jets led 3-0. Now it's a 1-goal advantage for Canton-Akron. The Jets have picked up the first 2 points. There's still 3 on the table, meaning whoever wins the 3rd period and the contest, that's still up for grabs. Canton-Akron now with 2.5 points. Centerville still with 5, but Northern Kentucky plays next. Here's Whittington, a shot off numbers. Rebound swept too heavily on the left, but it's Whittington sending it high as Ruggles plays it down. That's Dagan Parker now, left point. Noah Guerrero trying to push it forward. Right underneath Drew Schemmel, watching the action from the bench. And Riley Horan now bumped away from the puck. A gentle bump by Jacob Whittington. And it's now controlled by the Jets behind their goal line. We have 11:47 to go in the 3rd as the Jets lead the Elks 3-2 here on the YouTube home of Centerville Elks Hockey. We're your home of the 2019 MLK tournament here at South Metro. 4 wonderful teams, 8 games on tap for you this weekend. Here comes Del Gingaro opposite Evan Mitchell, who's got 2 assists on this contest, just 1 shy of a playmaker. That's going to be icing on Centerville, bringing Drew Schemmel back to the ice with 11:25 remaining in regulation. 3-2 Canton-Akron over Centerville. Schemmel on the ice, Seebacher. Grell will head back to the bench. Actually, he'll stay put as Chamberlain now out there, along with Dalton McKnight. Chamberlain takes the face-off opposite Evan Mitchell. It's pushed forward as Schemmel spins it, looking for McKnight on the right. Picked up again by the Jets. Here's Seebacher in the slot, and Seebacher rolls towards the left. With 11:12 to go in the 3rd, here's Seebacher. He does not get it towards Roddy. It's broken up by the Jets. Coming back this way is Evan Mitchell. Mitchell to the right face-off circle. Great pass, but it's intercepted by Drew Schemmel. Schemmel on the way in the pass, looking for Jarrett Cole. Schemmel has sped himself past 3 Jet defenders to the house. Great save, Brandon Roddy. Schemmel had a great breakaway past 3 defenders, still goes to the net, and Roddy makes a nice save with 10:55 to go in the 3rd. It's a 3-2 Canton-Akron advantage.
Yeah, Schemmel just did a really, really nice job there. He found the open puck in his own defensive zone and then just out-skated Canton-Akron all the way down. And then, Roddy came up with a fantastic save.
Chamberlain taking the face-off against Evan Mitchell. And down this way, here's Cole, so on ice in front of Seebacher, but sent it high on that shot. Past Paul Hart, here's Chamberlain now attacking on the right, looking for Noah Guerrero, slowed down off Guerrero's stick. And on the left wing, that's taken away by Spencer Hager, who's got the 3rd goal. Right now would be the game-winning goal if nothing changes between here and 10:33 to go in the 3rd. Out of the reach of Schemmel. He'll let it fly, and that'll be icing on the Jets. And we'll come back in front of Brandon Roddy with 10:29 to go in the 3rd. In this 3rd period, the Elks are outscoring the Jets 1-0. We have a whistle as Schemmel was going towards his attacking zone. Ref's talking to the Canton-Akron bench. Not sure what he's signaling exactly. It's not your common hockey signals, if you will. But we'll have a face-off to the right of Roddy. John Chamberlain going to work for the Centerville side of the face-off. 10:29 to go in the 3rd. Canton-Akron Jets 3, Centerville Elks 2. Back for Noah Guerrero. Jets have a piece of it in the corner. Told this is a very young Jets team. A lot of the talent that made Jackson so strong has graduated. We'll have it off the protective nets, and we'll keep it in the neutral zone now with 10:20 to go in the 3rd. In case you're wondering who's in the Cleveland Suburban Hockey League, well, in the American division, you got the Medina Bees. Medina? I always thought it was Medina.
Medina, either one.
Bees. They're 10-0-1. The blue Cleveland Wildcats squad, 2nd place. Worcester Oilers in 3rd. North Royalton Bears, who defeated Springboro and the Panthers in a shootout last night. North Coast Collision American team. These Jets. Harbor Creek Huskies, orange shot. It goes off a Centerville stick and wide of numbers net. Here's Bloomer now. You also have the Fremont Ice Wolves. Shot. That will bounce off. Brady Evans unable to hold it. Great check by Ryan Evans. Shot off numbers. Rebound Back the other way for Bloomer. Good heads-up read by Bloomer. With 5:05 gone in the third, 3-2 Jets. Round the bends it goes, looking for Brady Evans. Evans in the Zamboni corner. Out of the reach of Del Gingero, who's got the first Centerville goal. Bloomer now in the neutral zone. Trying to chisel it away was Riley Hurin. Back for Del Gingero in the neutral zone as Canton-Akron on top of it. Batted towards the right, and offside went Spencer Hager. 9:34 to go in the third, 3-2 favoring Canton-Akron.
Yeah, Centerville's done a really good job, especially Joe Numbers these last couple minutes. Canton-Akron has made a little bit of a push here to try and make something happen for themselves. Try and tie this period up, split that point. And Numbers has come up big, made a couple good saves. His defense is clearing the puck. So Centerville's going to have to respond here. Get a little push of their own, try and get that tying goal.
Send just out of the reach of Dalton McKnight. Centerville's attacking zone. Schemmel trying to stop at left point. It's Riley Hurin, delayed offside. Jets have a chance at it. 9:09 to go in the third. It's Canton-Akron leading 3-2, although Centerville is outscoring the Jets 1-0 in this third period. That's more important for points. Back for the Jets. Swapped off the glass. That's delayed offside, and that's now waved down by the stripes. Here's Schemmel off a Jet. Back to Schemmel off the bounce. And Schemmel now taking flight around Whittington. One-on-one battle. Schemmel lost the handle and picked up by Canton-Akron just out of the reach of the closest Elk out there. Now Seebacher skates backwards. It's a one-on-one back this way. Around Seebacher, shot save Numbers, gloved up by the junior. That was a shot by Joseph Calabretta.
Very important save there by Numbers. He's got to come up big for Centerville right now. He needs to keep making saves, keep making sure that he gives his team chances. And by making those saves, I know that wasn't a very difficult save to make because the puck was kind of right in front of him and he saw it the whole way. But still, keep making those saves.
Shot in the blue line, score for Canton-Akron. A goal that flies over the shoulders of Joe Numbers. I believe that was Dagan Parker with the shovel, and the Jets go back up by 2. It's 4-2 Jets with 8:29 to go in the third.
Now, this is an absolutely nightmare situation here for Centerville because they played well last night. They got a big win, swept all 5 points. Now they're facing down a situation where they're only going to get half a point in this game if it stays the way it is right now.
Seebacher can't get it to Schemmel. It's blocked by Canton-Akron. Assist for Joseph Ellison. That shot absorbed into the chest of Joe Numbers, and we'll drop it to the goalie's right with 8:15 to go in the third. Canton-Akron 4 and Centerville 2.
But then again, if you're Centerville, you still got 8 minutes, and all you need is one goal. Just start with one. We can't try and get this all back right away. One goal, and just try and play strong these last 8 minutes or so, and see if you can get yourself a point out of this game.
We have Josh Seebacher down on the ice. And now we have a couple of chippiness. Evan Mitchell and Drew Schemmel have to be separated by the stripes. The trainer and head coach Aaron Quick, his first year with Centerville, making the way out, taking on Seebacher. It doesn't look too great for the senior defenseman who being checked out by the trainer now. The Elks did have a stretch of games without Seebacher, stemming from that road game at St. X. He was lost for a couple games. Trainers are checking him out right now.
Now, I did not see what happened, but I did hear some of the fans up here that were a little bit disappointed in the sounding like the refereeing in that scenario, but it does not look particularly good for Seebacher here as the trainer is still looking at him. He hasn't even gotten up yet. So,
well, he is up on the ice. His back is off the ice, so he is sitting up. The trainer's still looking at the senior defenseman, 1 of 8 that's from Centerville High School in the spring. Along with Dalton McKnight, Noah Garrell, Drew Schemmel, J.P. Sigworth, to name a couple. Del Gingero as well, I believe. And Colin Merrick and Justin Mead. That's 8. That's walking from Centerville, graduating. And Seebacher is helped up towards his skates.
So Centerville, you've got, your focus right now is you have 8 minutes. You need to get one. You need to get one goal. You need that 1 point. If you can get that 1 point and then show back up tonight and play well again. I mean, they've played decently well in this game. Just a couple of bounces haven't gone their way. Hopefully Seebacher can be okay. It didn't look particularly promising, but hopefully they're able to work some magic and see if he can, he's probably done for the rest of this game, but maybe he can come back for tonight's game if he's healthy. But they've got 8 minutes. Let's see what they can make happen.
The Elks do have a 12-hour span from the start of their first game to the start of their evening game against Northern Kentucky. They'll play the last game at 8:40. Canton-Akron has Elder at 7 o'clock tonight. Jets 4, Elks 2, 7:47 to go in the regulation. As now here's Gorell. Save on the hand. Shot does not get to Numbers cleanly. That was Ryan Evans with the partial stop. The rebound, Evan Mitchell trying to tap it home. And it's stopped by the junior Joe Numbers. 7:37 remains as Del Gingero go back on the ice, taking the place of Jim Monroe. Trainer's still looking at Seebacher, who, being helped on the ice, took off his right glove. Might be a hand type of thing.
It was definitely his shoulder. When he was on the ice, he was grabbing at his right shoulder.
7.5 to go in the third. 4-2 Canton-Akron your score as Spencer Hager picks the puck up in his own zone, chased by Riley Herin, doubles over for Paul Hart on the left. Back behind the goal lines, the Jets up by 2. 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and 0 points for a loss for the contest. Here's Schemmel to the house. It's saved by Roddy. Del Gingero the send back. That goes wide. Riley Herin gives chase for the puck. Schemmel gets the bounce on it as Centerville looking to get back within 1. Dagan Parker had the 4th Jets goal, flipped on the blue line, and that's going to be icing on Canton-Akron with 6:57 to go in the third. Jets 4 and Centerville 2, as we'll have a face-off in front of Brendan Roddy. Have a great turnout of fans, the Canton-Akron faithful.
Just one.
The Canton-Akron faithful will have 2 minutes on the clock against Centerville. I did not see the call, but Centerville will be on the penalty kill now as Canton-Akron and Centerville both have scored 1, meaning the third period points is split in half. We'll drop into the neutral zone as the Elks trail by 2. Chipped forward by John Chamberlain. Spencer Hager comes up with it.
Schemmel is in the box for something. I don't know what. Probably some extracurriculars, but Drew Schemmel is currently in the box. So
couldn't hear what it was from the PA announcer. In the slot, there's a save and Numbers. Great job. Great stand-up job by Del Gingero protecting his goalie as Paul Hart was hungry for the rebound. 21 seconds gone from the power play for Canton-Akron. 6:35 to go in the third. It's 4-2 Jets as Chamberlain takes the face-off opposite captain Evan Mitchell, who's got the assist on both Jacob Miller tallies. From the left point, doubled over towards the right, jammed up. Riley Herin off the move by Bloomer. Bloomer now skipping off a Numbers glove. Behind the cage it goes as Paul Hart swings it back for Jacob Miller. 6:19 to go in the third. Right face-off circle, shot save Numbers off the left shoulder. That was Jacob Miller looking for his 3rd goal of the game. To Chamberlain up top. Chamberlain gives chase. Hager's right there. Hager gets it in front of Chamberlain. And back this way with 52 seconds gone from the power play. On the attack, here comes Evan Mitchell. Towards the right off the backside of Paul Hart, and offside was whistled against Canton-Akron. 1:01 to go in the power play and 5:57 to go in the third. We have a packed house here. We're seeing a lot more various colors, the black and red here, that's Northern Kentucky Norse, and the purple, that's the Elder Panthers. They'll play next in about Cincinnati. Have a great turnout of Canton-Akron fans. So the Centerville faithful, they always show up for their Elks, home or away. Paul Hart slips as Del Gingro trying to push it forward. Back to the Jets. They're in the traveling blues today. Very sharp kit, very similar to the Winnipeg Jets look. Like I mentioned, I dig the Jets, and I dig the look. Chamberlain trying to sweep it away from Jacob Miller. 35 seconds left in the power play. 5:29 to go in regulation. One-timer bouncing off Del Gingro, does not get to numbers. Jacob Bloomer. Now here's Miller off the post. Close, and that took even towards the left. That bounces in, but that's sharply hit off the red pipe as Numbers jumps on the loose puck and goes awry from the Centerville goalie.
Yeah, Numbers has done a really good job on this penalty kill. He's made some good saves. Again, he's played decently well. Yeah, they've scored 4 goals, but 3 of them he really didn't have a chance at stopping, especially the most recent goal. So, he's played well. They just, his offense and his defense needs to do a little bit better job in front of him.
Cole, turnover. Ryan Evans sends it down. Nice stop by Dagan Parker in the neutral zone. Pushed forward by Noah Gurrell. 5 seconds left on the power play, and we're back to even strength. Now Schemmel to the bench, replaced by John Chamberlain. 4:50 to go in regulation. Our Centerville Elks 2. Canton-Akron drives the puck. Riley Horan on the back, off the backside of Cole, Jarrett Cole, and going back forward is defenseman Ryan Evans. Evans skips it towards the right. Here's Gurrell. Dagan Parker's got it, and now Chamberlain to the neutral zone. Rolls it towards the left, and trying to drop it in the corner, does so with Joseph Ellison picking it up at the right bend. 4:24 to go in the third. The Norse of Northern Kentucky watch this game. The Norse have Centerville next. It's deflected off the hand, therefore no icing. Monroe sweeps it towards the right. Incoming is Cole towards the slot. Shot bounces off Numbers. That's Brady Evans with the goal, and the Jets are outscoring Centerville 2-1 in this frame, and now leading 5-2 with 4:11 to go in the third period. Brady Evans scores, and it's a 3-goal lead again for the Jets.
Yeah, Centerville, that was...
And Schemmel's back in the box. Unsportsmanlike is the call on that.
Obviously, he said something the referee did not like.
And a misconduct was just tapped on. So that's 12 minutes. And Del Gingro trying to cool down Drew Schemmel. Looks like Noah Gurrell will serve the 2 as Schemmel Gurrell trying to get in, and Schemmel is being told to leave the rink. Jets score. It's a 5-2 Canton-Akron advantage now, and currently the Jets are outscoring the Elks 2-1, and a timeout has been called by the Jets. The Elks on the penalty kill. 4:11 to go in the third, and Canton-Akron leads by 3 for the second contest.
It's just a little bit of, high school kind of angst. A little bit. You're frustrated that you're down, that you felt like you played well, just the bounces haven't gone your way, and on top of that, you also felt like the Jets have made some questionable hits. He was not happy with the hit that was made on Seebacher that caused Seebacher's injury. He's been bumped around a lot in this. Schemmel's been bumped around quite a bit in this game. We saw him down twice, needing assistance to get up. So he was frustrated, and it was very visible. And that's kind of the nature of this game.
So Noah Gurrell serves the Schemmel unsportsmanlike. And after Schemmel tapped his stick on the boards loudly, he got rung up with a misconduct, so Schemmel is out for the rest of the game. Gurrell will come out with 1:53 gone. It is 4 minutes to go in the third, and the Jets up 3, looking for more. Left face-off circle for Eric Paulhart, the alternate captain of the Jets. Drops against Elder tonight. That's at 7. And Centerville, Northern Kentucky will play at 8:40. That's your current schedule right now. And currently, if nothing changes between here and the last buzzer, the Centerville Elks will not get a single point in this match. The Jets will clean swept this game in terms of points. Down the ice comes Canton-Akron, left face-off circle. That is Jacob Miller, say Joe Numbers. Del Gingro trying to clear it. Great job by Bloomer on the line, but that one will angle past the point man by Riley Hurin. Chamberlain leaning in to Riley Hurin. Shorthander saved by Brendan Roddy. Paul Hart, left wing to the right. Some open ice as Del Gingro gets there. Driven slowly by Jacob Miller to Evan Mitchell now. Between the points for the Jets. Shot save Numbers. That one looking for Bloomer. 47 seconds left on the power play for Canton-Akron as they lead the Centerville Elks 5-2. 2:57 to go in regulation here on the YouTube home of Centerville Elks hockey. We're your home of the MLK Showcase. We'll have Northern Kentucky and Elder for you next. Face off to the right of Numbers as Riley Hurin battling Evan Mitchell. And controlled again by Canton-Akron. Here's Bloomer now, right face-off circle. Bloomer around the bend, looking for Hager. Hager will pick it up by the Centerville bench, away from Ryan Evans. Now for Jacob Miller. Jacob Miller around the cage, towards the slot. And there's a screenshot. Evan Mitchell scores the third point. It's a power play goal that took 132. And the Jets have their largest lead of the game, up 6-2 with 2:39 left. In the third, Garrell can come out of the box. Great screen job turned in by Canton-Akron that time. It's finished off by the captain, Evan Mitchell, who has his first goal of the game and also 2 assists to boot.
Yeah, these are just shots last night that just weren't going in for Canton-Akron. I mean, they had several opportunities last night against Northern Kentucky that were very similar in shot quality that just weren't finding the net, and today they are.
Face-off controlled by Jim Monroe in his own zone and flipped into the Elks bench. 2:32 to go in the third. A 6-2 Canton-Akron lead. Last goal scored by Evan Mitchell. The game-winning goal would be Spencer Hager's, the last one scored by the Jets back in the second. Face-off center ice is Chamberlain battling for Centerville. Kicked over towards the left, controlled by the Jets in the dark blues. Bounce back to the Jet driver in Dagan Parker. Parker now left face-off circle away from Jim Monroe. Parker's got a goal. He had that one flip over Numbers, which currently is the first one of a 3-goal unanswered streak turned in by the Jets. Kicked in by Cole in the neutral zone away from McKnight. Swooping in is Riley Hurin as Monroe's got it. Ryan Evans towards the left. Monroe looking for Chamberlain. Under 2 to play in the third. It's 6-2 for Canton-Akron over Centerville. Shot out of the reach of Roddy, sliding down. Roddy has played quite well this morning. Michael Hall played well last night, but took the hard-fought loss. That's Monroe in front of Numbers. Looking for Dalton McKnight. Scooped up by the Jets. 1.5 to play in the third. 6-2, Canton-Akron. McKnight now. Back with the puck for Centerville. Sweeps around the captain, Evan Mitchell, who scored the 6th goal, a power play goal that took about 1:32 to burn. There's Monroe cutting towards the right. Parker back with it for the Jets by the bench. Riley Hurin gives chase. Out of the reach of Dalton McKnight. Ruggles. And now for Evan Mitchell looking for 2. Jammed up by Monroe. Puck picked up by Canton-Akron. Monroe battling one-on-one towards the Zamboni corner. And 1 minute to play in the third. Score! Another one for Evan Mitchell. It's an even strength tally for Evan Mitchell. And it's now 7-2 Canton-Akron with 1 minute to play in this contest.
Yeah, definitely, you know, it's gotten a little out of hand here, and this kind of shows, it doesn't really show the story of the entire game. Whereas a very very competitive game through 2 periods. Yes, after this, midway through the second period, Canton-Akron had a 2-goal lead, or had a 3-goal lead, but you didn't feel like it was out of reach for Centerville. They never until until that goal to go up 4-2 was scored. Centerville never really felt like they were out of the game. They just needed to make some plays.
Down the ice comes Canton-Akron. They have scored for and answered, and that one goes wide off the stick of Joseph Calabretta. 36 seconds left. Canton-Akron 7, Centerville 2. Icing waved off as Hager picks it up. Hager's got the game-winning goal now with 30 seconds left. The Elks cut it down to 1, but the Jets have made a 5-goal lead in the third. They're looking for the clean sweep of points with 20 seconds left in regulation, and the Elks trailing 7-2. Remember, the Elks are without the services of Seebacher for the rest of the game because of an injury, and Schemmel because of the misconduct. Calabretta trying to go for the slot, picks up his loose puck away from Noah Gurrell. 5 seconds left. Calabretta neutral zone away from Chamberlain. Chamberlain jams it up. Chamberlain pushing it towards the corner, and that's the game. Your final score, the Canton-Akron Jets 7 and the Centerville Elks 2. With the loss, Centerville falls to 11-12 on the season. They do not pick up a point. The Elks do in the morning game, so Centerville stays at 5 points. But Canton-Akron now leapfrogs over the Elks for 5.5 with their half point last night against Northern Kentucky and their clean sweep of 5. Currently, the Jets are the first place team. Northern Kentucky a full point behind the Jets and a half point behind the Elks. Will now take on the Elder Panthers as the shots favor the Jets 39-21 on the game. Great comeback for the Jets after losing in a tough fashion last night. They take it to Centerville, especially late against Joe Numbers, who had a nice game himself, but the Jets win 7-2.
Yeah, again, that scoreline doesn't really tell the whole story of this entire game, where early on and until midway through that third period, this game was really, really close. Yes, the Canton-Akron Jets had a 3-goal lead midway through the second period, but again, no one felt like Centerville was out of this game. They just needed to make something happen, and they did. Del Gingero had that goal late in the second period to get it to 3-1, and then Drew Schemmel had that power play goal early on in the third period, and it was a 1-goal game until that kind of chip shot goal that kind of bounced off a defender and over Numbers' head. Once that goal hit, you saw the heads of Centerville kind of drop a little bit. Like, man, we just battled back. We got 2 goals. We had chances to get a third, and now they just scored again anyway. So Centerville, for the most part, I thought they played okay. I know Coach Quick is not going to be happy with how that game ended. He'll have a conversation with his team in the locker room, I'm sure. But they did a pretty good job throughout the game of controlling the speed and the skating of Canton-Akron to, again, not